Good morning, guys. I'd hoped to. Oh, looks like I have a friend. Abby's gonna hang out with us a little bit this morning. I was hoping to get this story out to you guys a little bit sooner, but Boyd, I tried to read it with him and he was just not having it, so I had to get him down for a nap before I was able to record this story. So, anyway, I'm going to read The Most Magnificent Thing. This is one of Boyd's books. It's one of his favorite books. Somewhat. He's still a little young to understand, but I'm going to go ahead and share it with you guys. The Most Magnificent Thing by Ashley Spires. Abby, can you sit, please? Sit for the story. Thank you. This is a regular girl and her best friend in the whole wide world. They do all kinds of things together. They race, they eat, they explore, they relax. She makes things, he unmakes things. One day, the girl has a wonderful idea. She is going to make the most magnificent thing. Wonder what it's going to be. She knows just how it will look. She knows just how it will work. All she has to do is make it. And she makes things all the time. Easy peasy. First, she hires an assistant. Will you be my assistant? Hey, will you be my assistant? Thanks. Next, they gather their supplies. They set up somewhere out of the way and get to work. I wouldn't really say that that's out of the way. It's in the middle of the street. Sidewalk. The girl tinkers and hammers and measures, while her assistant pounces and growls and chews. When she is finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side. Her assistant examines the other side. It doesn't really look right. Her assistant picks it up and gives it a shake. It doesn't feel right either. They are shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent or good. It isn't even kind of sort of okay. It's just all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and gives it another go. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. When she's finished, she stands up and takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still wrong. She decides to try again. The girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands and examines and stares. She twists and tweaks and fastens. She fixes and straightens and studies. She tries all different ways to make it better. She makes it square, she makes it round, she gives it legs, she adds antenna. She makes it fuzzy, she makes it long, short, rough, smooth, big, small. One even smells of stinky cheese. But none of them are magnificent. Not really sure what she's trying to make here. They all look really different to me. Her hard work attracts a few admirers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing that she has in her mind. She gets mad. The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces into shapes. She jams parts together. She pummels the little bits in. Her hands feel too big to work, and her brain is too full of all the not right things. If only the thing would just work. Crunch! Yikes, got her finger. The pain starts in her finger. It rushes up to her brain, and she explodes. It is not her finest moment. I'm no good at this. I quit. Her assistant suggests a walk. I like that. Take a break, get a little fresh air, even though they were already outside. It's not much help at first, but before long she starts to feel different. Bit by bit, the mad gets pushed out of her head. As they stroll along, she comes across the first thing she made. The bad feelings are about to start all over again. Then she notices something surprising. There are some parts of the wrong things that are really quite right. She bolts on one, the shape of another, the wheel-to-seat ratio of the next. There are all sorts of parts that she likes. She made a lot of different things. Still not sure what she's making. By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally knows how to make the thing magnificent. She gets to work. She works carefully and slowly, tinkering, hammering, twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure there are no distractions. This is the perfect thing to ward off bears. Oh, this will stop that leak. This one's all wet. The afternoon fades into evening. Finally, she finishes. She alerts her assistant. My assistant went back to bed. The pair take a good long look. It leans a little to the left, and it's a bit heavier than expected. The color could use a bit of work too, but it's just what she wanted. They climb aboard and take it for a spin. They are not disappointed. It really is the most magnificent thing. So I have 2 challenges for you guys. These are fun, they're not required, but 2 different challenges. The first is, if we were in class together, I would have read this to you, and then I would ask what you think the theme of this story is. I think there's a couple of really good themes. So I'm going to post that question on Google Classroom. If you think you have an idea for a good theme for this book, remember a theme is a lesson or moral that you can learn from a story that the author wants you to learn. Go ahead and respond to that Google Classroom question. The second challenge that I have for you guys is you are home doing, I don't know what, all kinds of different things. Take a picture, a video, maybe just write me a little email or have your parents send it to me of the most magnificent thing that you've been doing while you've been at home. It could be something super cool, or it could just be the most magnificent thing is hanging out with your family. I don't know, I don't care. I'm gonna take all of the ones that I get in, and then I will post them on our class web page. I'll send that out to you guys so that you can access it, and we can kind of see what everyone's doing, even though we're not all together. So because of that, I'm going to show you what I think the most magnificent thing is that I've been doing over my time at home. And take my camera here. So I actually didn't do this. Mr. Fondle did this, but he built us a pergola. Ooh, cool. It still needs to be stained, but he just built that the other day. It's got twinkling lights. It looks really cool in the evening when it's getting dark out and we can turn our twinkly lights on. But I couldn't record the book at night because you wouldn't be able to see me, which maybe is a good thing. But anyway, if you guys have questions or anything, go ahead and email me. I miss you all, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.